I saw this video on police activity. If you want to watch the whole video uninterrupted, go to Police Activity's channel and find it. I've got a few comments throughout, and some at the end. If you don't want to watch, you don't want to listen, well, choices are great. Isn't America great? Well, it's supposed to be. So is free speech. So is freedom of choice. If you don't like what I have to say, you don't like my channel, and you don't like the video, go elsewhere. See ya.
Hands! Hands! Down! 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 Down!
Wait, I think his hands were up here, Officer Hero. Oh, no, don't worry about it. You're good. Clean shoot. Go ahead.
Down! Down! Hands! Hands! Hands!
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Officer Hero, but I think his hands were up here, too. You know what? Don't worry about it. You don't worry. I mean, they told you were a hero at the academy, right? Yeah, you're good. Go for it.
Quit reaching! Quit reaching!
Down. Stay down.
Roll over! Roll over!
Go ahead.
Got him!
Go ahead. You have farmer. Keep going back. Nice back.
Yep. I got cuffs.
It's okay. I got cuffs. I just, don't have any first aid for the guy I just effectively murdered.
Quit moving! Quit moving! Quit reaching!
Hey, quit reaching. He didn't do it right. That's why it didn't work. He needed to say something like, hey, do me a favor, bud. Can you quit reaching? Appreciate it. Oh, and you got any ID on you?
Quit reaching!
You're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased. I mean it. I'll tase you. I'll do it. For the record here, I am surprised, though, and this is about the only freaking thing that surprises me about their profession anymore, is that he didn't mag dump into this fucking dog and claim fear of being bit. That's it. But hey, at least he did that right?
Everybody's a suspect. Everybody's a suspect.
Now, I realize he's talking specifically about this scenario in this scene. However, being quite honest, there's nothing new here. This is how they treat everybody daily. Everybody's a suspect. Everybody's a suspect. And even if you're not, we'll fish until we figure out that you are one. And hell, if we don't find anything, we'll make some shit up. Don't try this at home. We're heroes.
1, 2, in and out. I see at least 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
4 or 5? What the hell? He still had rounds in the mag. It's okay, everyone. One of his blue line murdering buddies will make up for it on the next victim. It'll be fine.
All the way on his back. What's your name, bro? What's your name? All right. What's your name?
What's your name? I got a name for him. How about Victim? Victim of Tyranny. That's his new name. Victim of Heroism. We'll call it that. Oh, but hey, on a side note, thanks for the speed with which you finally got to some first aid. I'm sure it'll be quite helpful.
I'm picking up your sarcasm.
Well, I should hope so, because I'm laying it on pretty thick.
Who is this right here?
Who is this walking up on him?
Oh, it's Chief. It's Chief.
I'm actually just surprised that all the heroes didn't just draw their duty weapons and mag dump and fill their chief full of holes as well. It would have made the video much more enjoyable. Oh, and a side note to that, wouldn't bother me one bit. One tyrant down, question mark to go. They earn it.
Sorry.
Sorry. I think he's talking about his whole profession here, or he should be.
You should have listened.
Yeah, I know, right? What the fuck? He should have listened. Now, when should he have listened? The first time he listened and you shot him? Or the second time he listened and you shot him? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not questioning you. I just, want to make sure I understand.
Could you see it?
I didn't see nothing from where I was at.
Hey, don't call me.
Yeah.
Hey, stop talking. Somebody might find out we're not heroes. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry about that. Warning. Opinions follow. Notice the officer give commands, and when his commands are followed, he still shoots the subject multiple times. Then notice the officer give more commands, and when his commands are followed, he still shoots the subject multiple times. This seems to be an issue with police today. You can do everything you're ordered to do and still be murdered. Police today are due no respect and have literally no honor as a profession overall. Also, as a profession overall, they are nothing more than a domestic, hostile occupying force, as I've said many times, an arm of the corporations, politicians, and the elite who make laws to protect themselves, ensure their own power and riches, and control you, the people. Now, before anyone gets excited, I believe these officers, to my knowledge, were fired and charged, but who gives a shit if they're charged? Does that bring back the dead? They should be charged with first-degree murder. Actually, much worse should happen to them, but I digress, because this was murder. However, no amount of charging is going to go back in time, nor put those rounds back in the firearms from which they came. This is what happens when you have a long period of time, an extended period of time, where you give a profession too much authority and too much protection, such as qualified immunity, and other things which inevitably become a blanket protection for them. They literally think, with justification of their thoughts, because often they're correct, that they can get away with almost anything. Or anything. This is also what happens when you have a people in a profession scared of their own shadows with a badge and a gun and a delusion of heroism. Before you get excited again, I'm not saying he was a great guy, the subject I mean. I'm not saying he wasn't doing anything wrong, but it doesn't matter what the subject's criminal history was or anything else. In that instant where deadly force was chosen, it only matters if deadly force was authorized, if it was logical, if it was reasonable, if it was prudent, if there was an immediate risk to life and limb, serious bodily injury and or death to the officers or the general public. There was not. Give it time though, because based on the current track record of police incompetence, negligence, special protections, and treasonous tyranny against their own people, and the history of police being used against their own people by a government as stormtroopers to control the people, it won't be long before they can just justify a shooting with a simple comment of, oh, he has a record of crimes. I don't just blame the officers who commit these acts. I blame the copsuckers, the cops' families, the bootlickers, and the rest whom have enabled the delusion of heroism, enabled the delusion of cops are righteous, and in doing so have condoned the violence, thefts, constitutional infringements, and literal murder of their own fellow citizens. As far as I'm concerned, there are no good cops. How can you work in a profession so obviously used against your own people daily, up to and including murdering them, then turn around and claim this is an isolated incident? We're really a good bunch of people out here to protect and serve, they say. Let me ask you a question. Do you honestly think these clowns in blue were fired and charged due to some sense of accountability? Have you seen that sense of accountability happen very often in their profession? If you do, if you really think that, I think you're blind and ignorant, mixed with a bowl of stupid. They were fired and charged because the system couldn't find any excuse or logical argument to convince the masses that they should just shut up and keep paying their taxes for the salaries of these thugs with badges while they continue to violate the rights of the people daily. So please, get the frick out of here with your delusions. Nooses and firing squads. All tyrants and their puppets earn daily, deserve daily, and should receive daily. And I'm moving on.